What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I found some stuff online that I thought was a little bit interesting to touch base on and just delve into the topic of what's been going on with Twitter and all of the conservatives on it saying a bundle of nonsense. So I'm really only going to dive into this one post here particularly. I've already kind of assessed it, but I kind of want to point this out because it's a little bit important. As you guys can kind of see here with my my mouse. Young defenseless girl beaten without mercy by 5 black guys. When will this crap end? So they're basically coming out and saying all this stuff about this is like a race thing. Like this is black people beating up white people, okay? So I did the smart thing is I fucking Windows keyed Shift S. I took a screenshot just like this. You probably can't see it, but I took a screenshot of this just frame of the video. Then I went to Google and I searched the picture that I screenshotted to find any kind of other source for the story. I wanted to find the story of what was going on here. So after searching the image on Google, I've found a few different things. It turns out when you actually look at stuff and you actually research into things, so there's a few indications that this is potentially done, because not to really justify the assault in any capacity, it's really just about the people on Twitter who like to spin things to their narrative, because they say that the leftists, the liberals do this all the time, which I'm not saying that they don't, but they act like that the right-wingers just don't do this. They're not trying to spin an agenda. They're basically just saying that, oh, this was a race crime, even though there's like multiple different sources that say that she was dissing like a grave site, that she was stomping and disrespecting grave sites, like desecrating fucking graves of their dead friends. That makes it a little bit more of a complex situation. It changes motive. Basically what it does is it changes motive. What the right-wingers were trying to say of, oh, this is just a race crime, and now it changes the motive to she was desecrating graves, which it doesn't really justify like the assault fully to whoever, capacity as per the law. She definitely deserves to be criminalized for that behavior if that was the case. However, it doesn't really mean this. Like, it really doesn't mean this, where it's like, oh, they were beat up by 5 black guys, it was a race crime. Like, even just looking into the actual comments of this, like, this guy says, so another gang beating of a white person, a woman even, number 478 this year, which I doubt he's keeping track if he doesn't even know that this might not have been race, like, motivated. It probably wasn't even race motivated, because she was more than likely desecrating grave sites. So how many blacks have been beaten by white groups, question mark? How many women, question mark? Disgusting. And then posts a picture that says black privilege, the ability to break every law in the country and still remain the victim, which is like basically what you're doing is you're antagonizing African Americans because you believe a narrative, which you're being prejudiced. You're being prejudiced and you're antagonizing, because prejudice is like preconceived opinions. So before you have the full fact, before you have the full narrative of the story, this narrative of the story that you're pushing is black people bad, they assault white women, when all reality it could be the desecration story, which has been one of the bigger narratives that was pushed outside of this, where the only place where I see like a race narrative for this is on Twitter on this post. I can't really there's not exactly, like, even World Star Hip Hop basically just said took it too far. It doesn't even say anything about race on World Star Hip Hop. The Instagram thing didn't say anything about race. It's just basically Twitter. It seems like Twitter is the only place where this whole story is about race, which is no surprise to me because of what Elon Musk has been doing with the whole freedom of speech thing and saying fucking cis is a slur. That's hilarious. So then we move to this, moving on to another comment inside of this story here. They posted a video that said new stuff every day. So this is another basic example of black people attacking white people. This is basically just a big fight. I took another picture of this and Googled this incident, and effectively there's nothing about race on it. Even from like local news sources, they say nothing about race. These are all kids that know each other very well. They're all like 15 to 16-year-olds in high school. There has been one person charged with armed robbery, I believe, in second-degree assault or worse, I think. But basically, there was like one main person that was charged, and a few handful of people who were also charged in this incident. There's been no coming forward and saying that any of this was race motivated. This dude just took this video of this fight and just ran with it and decided to say, look, black people bad, they're beating up. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, Twitter is so fucking racist, it's disgusting. See, people are literally sitting here believe it. There's this wolf Genesis Wolf guy saying this is disgusting, teachers blah blah blah, Skywalker massive. This is weird and random because this is literally about this post saying mass deport all illegals. This is the only solution. Are you implying that African Americans are illegal immigrants? Because if that's so, that doesn't make a single fucking sense. Well, are you saying the only solution is to mass deport all illegal immigrants because you like genuinely believe that Democrats are using illegal immigrants to fucking get votes? Which, I mean, there's a large amount of evidence that may be true, but it's not really like super confirmed. But just mass deporting illegals doesn't really sound like it has anything to do with this, you know, what's going on in their narrative about African American bad. Even though that's not the case, even though the literal video is because there's a woman who stepped out and decided to desecrate graves of people, like their loved ones, their friends and family. Then this person said, Democrats have turned Chicago and other cities into Democratic Party ghetto concentration camps. Holy fuck, community culture. Okay, this is like literally a whole paragraph talking about Malcolm X said liberal Democrats are more deceitful than conservative Republicans. You're literally pushing a narrative with this entire post. This entire post has pretty much nothing to do with being race motivated. You're just basically jumping on, oh, a gang of men assaulted a white woman because she's white, and then proceeded to do literally no research into the entire situation. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't know. Literally, this is why I've been saying that Twitter is extremely racist for like a really long time, because I go, wow, Twitter's insanely racist, and then people will jump down my fucking throat and go, no, it's not. No, it's not. You're crazy. You're just crazy. You're fighting ghosts. Literally, this guy says the only way to stop this is for whites to create new societies away from diversity. This could be us, but diversity saved us. Okay, this is some fucking nonsense. Holy shit. So long story short here, there's multiple instances of just people taking stories and running with the narrative that they made up in their own head, basically saying that, oh, black people bad, they do this and then they do that. But even though the narratives really don't support that, it's like that group of kids that were fighting at that school after that football game has nothing seemingly to do with being race motivated at all. That's basically what local law enforcement said on that issue. That's what they basically put out. They said that these people were all very close together, and it seems like most of all their issues are technically personal because they are raised in the same fucking town and all know each other, and they're kids. So yeah, people just are using whatever the fuck they want to push their own narrative, and they're fucking fear mongering that, oh my god, liberals are going to destroy everything. So now Elon Musk has to come and save your freedom of speech with X, and just basically see that's the problem, is that you say it's freedom of speech, but here's what actually happens is Republicans, like basically like conservative people, they talk about freedom of speech, but only when it is like applicable to them being a piece of shit, but has nothing to do with like being inclusive or diverse to others. They only want it when they're a piece of shit, so they can push whatever narrative they want with their prejudice and antagonism, and the fucking, it's just awful. It's genuinely awful. But hey, thank you for watching. Leave a like and the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya. Complete.